Hello, Dr. Bob Flower, and this is your Master Pattern Report for February 16th, Friday, brought to you over the TV International channel. Okay, so a few things we want to discuss today. I just came from a little conference with a small group of investors, and who I've been working with for several years, different types of investments. And this is what we came up with. And I think for those of you who are not aware or don't know, and for those of you who have been watching, here's the background. 2 years ago, actually, it was about 18 months ago, we were touting Wendy's, the food chain, at $8 a share. Wendy's is now $15 a share. Then we touted Juno last July, at Juno Technologies at $14 a share. That company is now $85 a share, and I'm very happy to tell you we had a substantial amount of shares in that, as did some of our people. And the company's about to be bought out. What was the other one? Oh, Gabellifund. $5.25 just about a year ago, maybe 10, 11 months. And it's now $13 and change. And it's still paying approximately a 10% dividend. Now, for those of you who didn't get in on that one, at that time it was paying like 12 to 13% dividend. For those of you who didn't buy that, shame on your ass. This is, I think we've proven over the last 11 years we know what we're doing. Illuminata is our latest tout. Now, that's a high price stock. We bought it at 194. It hit a high of 247, 248. It's now at about 226, I think, 227, because of the recent stock market hit. Buy it. It's a great company, and I think that it's one of those companies that are going to endure and grow, because it's in a great field, the genetics, machinery, equipment industry. Okay, so I think overall we've done pretty well, and just wanted to report that to you. What else we're going to talk about? We're going to talk a little bit about gun control because of the latest disaster. And I'm going to talk to you in the sense of a impartial, objective observer, and we're going to look at this intelligently, because and nothing else makes any sense. Okay, gun control laws. Okay, so the question is, who follows laws? We know who follows laws, good people. Who does not follow laws? Criminals and sick, demented people, evil people. So where then do laws come in? If they're only going to affect people who are good and follow it, it's only going to restrict them. It's not going to restrict these morons, these sickies, these evil people that have something wrong with them. Okay? And another point on the side to this I want to make, and I think I mentioned this a couple of years ago, but I'll bring it up again. Remember the Newtown disaster where all those kids were murdered? That same day in China, and you can check this out, a maniac killed 22 kids with a sword. So when a sicko or an evil person wants to do something, there's no laws are going to stop them. Okay? It's just not going to happen. So get off that kick and find a way of doing this. Now, what do I think the problem is? I think the problem is culture. And I'm going to prove that to you by this example. When I was growing up, and when my father was growing up, back in the 50s, when I was a young boy, kids in school didn't have guns. You know what they used in the bad schools, the crazies? They used to have something called a zip gun that they made out of ballpoint pens. They would take out the guts and they would get a .22 caliber and fit it into the ballpoint, and then they had these big strong elastic bands that they would pull back, with a little pin in it up against the bullet, and a makeshift trigger, and they have to walk up to you 2 or 3 feet away and shoot you. And even with that, there was very few of them. Then came the 60s, the sick 60s. And what happened was revolution. We had the women's lib movement. We had the Black Panthers movement. We had all sorts of open society. The liberal agenda took over, and we've been downhill ever since. Guns now proliferate. Why? Because we have an open, permissive culture. Not for any other goddamn reason. Because you go out and you shoot somebody, and if you get a good lawyer and he's got the right judge, you get 2 years in jail. While some poor slob who's looking to feed his family goes out and robs, a vegetable store or a candy store, and he gets 20 years in jail. Wake up. I mean, this is, and you know what? In order to have natural intelligence, in order to be intelligent, successful, and smart, and important in life, you got to get away from this personalized, subjective thinking, because it kills you. It restricts you. And our 4 restrictors, fear, ego, ignorance, and self-deception, all feed into that. You're just, when you're subjective and you're personalized, you're just feeding into that, and it takes you over, and your brain, and you don't work, and you can't be something that you're supposed to be. You can't find yourself. You can't find your mission, your purpose, okay? So forget about this gun control law business, because there isn't a goddamn law in God's creation that's going to make this go away. What's going to make it go away are virtues. People getting back to a society that's reasonable, a society that interacts, that integrates, right, that synthesizes and synchronizes it themselves. Right? That's what's going to cure this type of illness, and there certainly is a lot of it around. Okay. All right. A couple of announcements. I will be giving a talk this Wednesday, which is February 21st, before the Exchange Club in Yonkers at 6:30 at Luciano's. Hopefully we can get this up on our website so you can see it if you wish to come. It's free. All you got to do is just pay for your dinner. And the talk is going to be on natural intelligence and how we discovered it and what it means and what it is and how important it is in people's lives. And the other announcement is our book, our latest book, 21 Holiday Avenue, The Spirit of Success, is out. We'll have more on this next week, because by next week we should have it up on our website. It will be on, we'll be, I'm getting the signal that 4 to 6 weeks? Is that what they said? I thought they said it was going to be up, no? Okay. All right, 4 to 6 weeks. But stay tuned next week because we'll talk a little bit about it. Hopefully we'll have a copy of the book. We're waiting for the publisher to send us some copies. But it's got a great review, which will have that up on the website, and you'll be able to see. Okay? So, hey, listen, Dr. Bob is here for you. Okay? And whatever way we can help, we want to do this this financial advisory. Our biogenetics program is getting there. A lot of work, a lot of things involved, a lot of different components to it. But I'll give you some news about a big event, a big contract that we're working on that we know we're going to put over. We're going to talk about that next week, and we will be coming to you a lot more regularly, maybe even twice a week, while a lot of this stuff breaks. Okay. Dr. Bob here. Stay well, stay alert. Learn your natural intelligence, because it's only going to make you happier, better, more successful. Okay? See you next week.